Welcome at home with Stacy and Courage, where you will find me busy creating clean products, preserving, planning delicious, nutritious meals for my friends and family. If you're new to canning, beans is a perfect place to start. You cannot mess this up. So what I'm doing is I'm measuring 1 cup of beans and I'm going to soak these beans overnight. Simple process. I'm going to soak them overnight and the next day when I get up, I'm going to move on to step 2. Some people add their dry beans to their canning jars or their bottle and they start canning and that works for them. I had a horrible experience with black beans a couple years ago and I was not eating black beans. And I have learned to soak my beans for a couple of hours before I cook them. So this step you could omit this step, but for me, I always soak my beans before I cook them. Leave a comment below on your favorite ways to use ready-made beans. I have to say bean stew and pilau. Now it's the next day and what I'm doing is I'm just draining out the liquid and I'm going to wash my beans. Once you have rinsed your beans, go ahead and add them back to the bowl. And what we are going to do is take some boiling hot water and we are going to soak these beans for anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. If you want to do more, it's totally up to you. So we are going to do a second soaking with hot water. We want to get all of the starches out of these beans and of course make it easy to digest in our stomach. Start off with about a quarter teaspoon of salt in each jars and I'm using 2 cup jars and you just want to add some salt to these jars and you're going to add a cup of bean to each jar or add how many ever beans you want in your jar. Now I could have added about a cup and a half of beans because it didn't expand as much, but I am learning as I go. Bean is not something that I do can a lot. I usually cook my beans as I go, but with school about to be open, I need all the help I can get for days when things are just crazy. Now you can add different flavors to these beans as well. But here I am adding a lid. Of course, clean the rim of your jar. Make sure you debubble. Add the beans to the pressure canner for about 75 minutes and you will have yourself some shelf-stable beans without the additional preservatives. Thanks for watching.